Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and in this video we're going to be continuing with the terrain pieces, or the MDF terrain pieces from Strontium Dog. And this time we're going to be doing the tower. This one's going to be hopefully a shorter video than the last one, but the next one where we're doing the hut may be quite long. May even be split into two videos, you never know, it depends, because that is the big piece of terrain. So we'll take these ladders and we'll get these out first, and then we'll just knock everything else out. There we go. There's one piece. Take that there. Punch that out of there. That out of there. And this piece out of here. There we are. And then we have dink. I'm taking all the pieces out because this one is quite straightforward to do, but there is one edge, or there is one part that is, shall we say, a little trickier, or you've got to be more precise with. So we have the frames for the four sides of the tower, and then you have these pieces, and these are the floors of the tower. Now, on one edge of these pieces there is a jutty out bit, and that's a technical term. It means a protuberance. So there is something that is protruding from one edge, as you can see if you look at those. So you've got that piece there, so you have to make sure that those two pieces align, because these are the pieces that hold the ladder. So what we can do, in fact it might be better doing it that way, is adding some glue here and here, and then over the top and underneath this flooring panel. There we go, and we can slot it in, making sure that the sticky out bit is at the top. I will also do the same for the bottom. Again, making sure, oops, almost got it wrong then, making sure that the piece we want is opposite to the jutty out piece. Now that's done, we know exactly where those pieces are. So when you're doing this particular mini, or this piece, terrain piece, do that. Do one side first. Put both floors in. That way you know exactly where the two things are for the ladders. So go for the back one, the opposite one to the ladder part, and put that in first, and then you can build around it. So you've got these exactly where they need to be. So on this side we'll just again apply the glue, not just to the base but also the top and bottom of each floor section, and that way we know that there's going to be enough glue on there. There we go. I need to add some more glue in a moment. I'll put a little bit on at the end of, near the end of the last video. Yeah. And as you can see, hopefully, the corner doesn't actually touch each other, so there's no point in putting glue down any of those corners. I didn't realise that at first. It was only when I came to put it together that I realised that it happened, because I was going to put some glue down the edge, but I thought, no, I'll just do it this way first, and then I can run some glue down the edge after I've put it on. But no point in doing that. So I'll just keep applying glue. There we go. Do the top and, as I say, the bottom. And you may have noticed the particular way that I did this. I put them all side by side, and then I chose one of the inner ones to put the floors in first, and that's so I can just another way of showing a kind of wrap around. So it's a case of put the back one on and then wrap around. There was no particular need to do that. It's just, I just thought it was a better way of, a nicer way of doing it. Just for camera, really. You could have chose any particular piece to do it. You didn't have to do what I just did. I just wanted to make it clear on camera that you needed to make sure that those parts in fact, I'm going to put the glue in a different place. So what I want to do now is find out exactly which is up and which is down. Okay, so that part is the bottom, this part is the top. So you've got like a, you do have like a safety banister at the top for when you're standing up there. Okay. I assumed it was that, but I didn't want to think that it was that, but by the same yardstick, it would be silly it not being that. Okay, so that's that bit, and you can see hopefully better now that that is on. And I will try and zoom in a little bit when it comes down to editing later on, try and close in on that and show that it's only the corner edges, the back corner edges, that are actually sticking there, nothing else is. I'm just going to spread the glue out here. If it has dried a bit too quickly, you can always scrape it off later with a knife or some such. I just want to make sure that all the edges are covered. Well, the first ones I did, and they're perfectly dry now. So that's that part, and now it's just a case of attaching the ladder, which and it doesn't actually show on the instructions how it's attached, but I've just noticed how it's attached, and there we are. And that is the tower completed. Again, I'll put photographs up at the end of the video so you can have a look at it properly. But as it stands, that's it for this video. Again, this was a shorter one only because it was a smaller piece. I should have done this first, but I didn't. I thought the other piece would have been easy to do, but there was more to it than I thought. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration how to put these ones together. All we need to do now is find somewhere to put these. In fact, I can put them on the instructions for these parts and get the instruction sheet out for the next build, which is, as you can see there, the shed, hut, whatever you want to call it. In fact, no, they've got 4 of the solar panels. We'll do those next, and then we'll do the hut. And this time we're doing the 4 little whatchamacallit, solar panels. So let's get them cut out. So we're just running the knife along the main cuts. And then we can push them all out quite easy. There we are. So we have those. The next pieces we have, let's put these over here. I've just had a phone call from Ali. I started doing this this video, and then partway through the introduction, luckily Ali phoned, so I had to stop and talk to her, I suppose. So I moved everything about because I was showing her what I've been making. And told her off for, obviously told her off for interrupting me while I was trying to do a video. Yeah, right. As if. So here we'll take these out one part at a time. We're not cutting all of these out because these come in pairs. We want to make sure that everything is how it should be. So these two are connected, and what do we have? So we have that goes into there like so, and that goes into there like so. And then that, one of those braces in between. That's what it shows on the diagram. Ah, no, it goes in there. Okay. So what I'm doing first then is I'll dip this part in the glue. I'll dip that part, oops, in the glue. There we are. And then using the brush, I'll just run some glue up these edges. Now my brush is beginning to dry out a little bit, unfortunately, because it's been covered in glue. So I'm going to have to try and clean it up somewhat. Oh yeah, there we are. And that's the basic structure of each of the solar panels. Now, around the edge of these solar panels we have these bits which I'll be cutting out later on to what's the word I'm looking for? To do them, I'll do them all at once later on when I've finished making the main bodies up. But the easiest way of doing it. That's not helping at all, so I'll put it away. I will get the next set of legs out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. There we go. Snap those in half. Dip and insert. Oh, nope, don't want to do that one. Dip and insert. We'll stand them up. And then we'll get some glue up the edges here, like I did last time. Oh dear Lord. Now we'll pop So that's 2 we've done, and we're just going to fast forward now for these 2 because it's exactly the same thing as we've done previously. Right, this is the last piece to go on, and there we go, and that's almost in. Is it fitting properly? Yes, it is. Near enough. Right. So now we have these panels which have the edges of the MDF showing. So what we now need to do is get put these out of the way, and we'll run the knife down the sides of these here. There we go. And all we have to do now is run some glue down around the edges of these panels. Just like so. Make sure you get some on. Yeah, that's that done. And all we do then is place these cardboard pieces on the edges, and that's them. Then what's the word I'm looking for? The edge is covered. Just giving it a little bit of a wipe down to get rid of any excess glue. And we'll do the same again. In fact, I suppose what we could do is, no, it's easier doing this way. There we are. Just run the glue again around the edges, and that will stick these to frame it up. Now what you could do if you wanted to is before doing this, you could have cut some like cellophane, thin cellophane, and put it on the inside, and put it on one side of these, and then painted these like a grey blue colour, and that way when you put it on it will look shiny. But the way I'm going to be doing it, I'm going to be covering it in gloss varnish anyway, so I didn't see the point of going into all that trouble. So we have these two to do, and that's it then for this video. So I'm going to say goodbye now, close the video down, put this in high speed, and then go right into the closing music. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, as always, stay safe and take care. God bless, and bye for now.